This is Brian Murray with the top 3 things a buyer needs to do to be in a home before April 1st, 2022. Number 1, buy a home. Number 2, buy a home. Number 3, buy a home right now. Here's the truth. Beginning of December, there are still some homes to buy out here on the market. Hoboken, Jersey City, waterfront. Forget the suburbs. There are no homes to buy in the suburbs. But if you want a home here on the waterfront, there are still some right now. Here's what's going to happen. That over the next month, some people are going to buy a home and be in a home. Other people are going to wait as homes come off the market and no new homes come in to fill that backfill, and then all of a sudden there's fewer and fewer homes, and the ones that are there are really not the ones that you might want because they might be overpriced, or there might be a reason why they're not selling and it's not the price. So here's the thing: buy a home now or wait. And if you wait, here's what's likely to happen. 1, you have Omicron. Omicron comes, and guess what? Nobody wants to put their home on the market. They're worried about prices. They're worried about people coming in. There's no home for them to go to anyway. So now they're locking the doors, and that's that. Number 2, interest rates start to rise a little bit. Oh, all of a sudden, anybody who was left on the fence is jumped in to take advantage of the low interest rates. So now there really aren't any homes to buy. And number 3, it's all about the math. If you think about it, right now to April 1st, that's about 120 days. If it takes about 60 days to buy a home and to close on a home, that leaves you about 60 days. And if you waste the next 30 days having Christmas parties or Hanukkah parties or holiday parties or any kind of party, now you've missed half your window. Oh yeah, you've actually missed the whole window, because then the winter comes and the Omicron and the interest rates that I just talked about, so you have 0 window. If you think there's going to be a whole bunch of homes in January and in February and even at the beginning of March, I think that you're going to be right where you are right now. This is Brian Murray with the top 3 things you need to do to buy a home and be in a home by April 1st, 2022. This is Brian Murray with the weekly market reports for Hoboken and Jersey City. The key thing to know here is the same thing as last week that I've been telling you about. Look at Hoboken, 123 active homes, last 30 days. This includes Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving weekend, 80 contracts. That's a month and a half worth of inventory. It's actually less than that when you take out the Thanksgiving, the 4-day break essentially, which is more than 10% of the month. It's getting crazy out there. Homes are going very quickly. I just sold a home on Thanksgiving. It's turkey. Anyway, so what you really need to know is look at the new homes in the last 7 days. That basically says we shut down the market. Look at Jersey City, new homes last 7 days. 6, 7 homes. Homes aren't coming on the market right now because sellers don't want people in their home for the next 30 days. They want to spend it with family. They don't want to spend it with people who are bringing Omicron into their house. Trust me, watch these numbers go down as people pull their homes off the market, as homes sell, as new homes come on the market. I expect to see the sold to ask price start to rise as you start to see some of these homes close from the October market, and your average days on market are likely going to go down for what goes on under contract. Those homes that aren't selling in 30, 40, 50 days, sellers have to have a real conversation with themselves as to why their homes aren't selling. This is Brian Murray with the market report for Hoboken, Jersey City, December 1st, 2021. It's Brian Murray with the good, the bad, the ugly. Week of December 1st, 2021. So the good, I've got all my holiday shopping done. It's as easy as click, click, click. Go to some outlets over Black Friday, make sure everybody's list is done up front, and I'm done, mostly. I always pick up a few things because I'm a habitual overbuy kind of person. But if you haven't completed your shopping yet, do it before things start to run out, before the prices start to go up. Why wait? Spend the time closer to the holidays with your friends and your family, especially this year. I'm going to use the good, the ugly, the best this time. I'm mixing it up completely different than the good, the bad, the ugly. This time it's like the first time ever that we're going the good, the ugly, the best. So the ugly, obviously, right now we're talking Omicron. I can't even say the word. Omicron. Not Omicron. 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 Okay, whatever that word is, I'm not Greek. I'm not Latin. I don't even know if it's Latin. I don't know if it's Greek. I don't know what it is, but it's Omicron. Get used to it. It's everywhere. Going to be talked about, especially over the next 4 weeks. It's going to prevent some people from buying homes that really should be taking advantage of the fact that there are still homes to buy and there's some interest rates. And that's the bad thing. That for whatever reason, people are going to be a little scared, and this too shall pass. So that's the bad part. And the best, I'm a big community person. And one community that I belong to is the alumni of the University of Michigan. And this past week was one of the best community events moments of my lifetime. And now, while that was the best, it's also the worst because I wasn't there to be a part of it. And the moment that I knew is right before the game started, and it was snowing, and my Michigan Wolverines come out in the all blues, and there was an electricity in the air. There was a bonding of the community. You know, there's so many things that divide us across so many different ways, but for that moment, out of the 111,000 people in the stadium, 110,000 of them all had the same goal, and that was to beat Ohio State. And everybody rowing in the same direction at the same time, and I'm pleased to say that that community has extended over here to Hoboken. I see people at the Jungle Juice, I see people in the elevator, I see people all over the place. We're talking about the game. I don't even know them. I'm not wearing a Michigan thing, they're not wearing a Michigan thing. They just know that we're talking about it, and next thing you know, we're just best friends because we're all Michigan Wolverines. So that's the best thing from Ann Arbor to Hoboken. And if you're an Ohio State Buckeye fan and you're watching this show, well, that's just that. Hopefully you enjoyed the market report. Let me give you a little quote here before we head off from Napoleon Hill. Sometimes it's wiser to join forces with an opponent than it is to fight, except if the opponent is from Ohio State. This has been The Brian Murray Show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all episodes of The Brian Murray Show can be found at themurraypropertygroup.com under the blog section. Please like it, please share it. It's on Instagram, it's on LinkedIn, it's on Facebook. It might even be on Snapchat. It's definitely on YouTube. It's on my Google business page. If you could leave me a review there, I'd be so grateful. Reviews are the lifeblood of my business, just as much as referrals. So thank you so much for doing that. And as always, if there's anything in the show that you disagree with, especially you Ohio State fans, reach out to me directly and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.